שלום, שלום, חברים היקרים, מה שלומכם? אני מההולות. קודם כל רציתי להגיד לכם תודה רבה, תודה על הפגנה. חבר'ה, אתם עושים כל כך הרבה דברים שאנחנו לא נהיה לבד. אתם מנסים הרבה דברים, בקיצור. אנחנו מעריכים את זה. זה עושה טוב בלב, באמת. תודה רבה.
Hi, I'm Libby Lynn-Kinsky from the New Israel Fund, and we're backstage at this enormous demonstration in South Tel Aviv saying no to deportation and yes to the revival of this neighborhood and other neighborhoods in South Tel Aviv. I'm with Sapir from the Association for Civil Rights in Israel, previously from Power to the Community, and I want to ask you what you're feeling here tonight. What's going on?
I think it's amazing. We didn't expect, we organized it so there will be thousands of people, but we didn't expect for 20,000 people to come. A lot of them are originally from the neighborhoods here, people living here, and also people supporting us from all over the country. And I think it was amazing today. I'm very impressed.
I couldn't believe it. We were walking around out there and we saw so many people from Eritrea, from Sudan, but also, like you said, from this neighborhood, from all over Israel, young people, old people, kippot, no kippot, right wing, left wing. Why do you think people are standing up now?
I think that people understand that we are about to cross a point that we can't come back to. And I think that people understand that we're not going to all unite now to stop the deportation and also talk about the situation in South Tel Aviv. We can end up, wake up in a few years and it will be too late. So I'm very happy and grateful that everyone that come here to support us. And I really hope that people will continue supporting South Tel Aviv, no matter about the deportation or not. Of course, we're fighting unapologetically against the deportation, but we also want to see people here on the ground supporting the initiatives we have here in South Tel Aviv.
To me, we don't know each other, but I lived here for 10 years and I was very involved in all kinds of activism. This feels like a new kind of organizing. It feels like it's about this issue, but it's about all the issues. And I want to ask you, what's new about this kind of organizing?
I think that in the last few years we did a lot of work uniting all kinds of communities, low-income communities fighting against the deportation, not only of the refugees, but also the people here that were born and raised in the neighborhoods. And because of the high and expensive buildings that's coming up every second year in the south, they can't afford themselves living here anymore. And I think that what we are doing now is trying to unite all the groups together in order to say something to the government, a powerful message that we're not going to continue let them fight against us. We're going to unite all of us and fight against them.
To me, it's incredibly hopeful. It's so amazing to be here, all the work that you did and that other people have done to bring these people. I sat with a guy from Eritrea who told me he's feeling for the first time in so long just so happy because he sees that Israelis are with him. And he said eventually he wants to go back home to Eritrea, but that this night gave him the feeling that he has Israelis that are supporting him. And to me, that just seems like, even if that's the only thing, that's just an amazing accomplishment. What do you think the response is from the community of asylum seekers and refugees to all these efforts?
What do they feel about it? I know that they're very hopeful, and I think that it was one of the reasons that we chose to do a big demonstration like that, in order to show them how many people support them, and not to listen only to the louder and to the tiniest group that's supporting the deportation, that is also the loudest now in the media. We're standing up, we're going to fight back against it, and I think that when they're seeing it now, they're filled with hope, even though some of them are going to Cholot, the detention center, and even though some of them are struggling against the government in order not to get deported. I think that they know now that we're going to support and we're going to fight with them, and they're going to fight with us against the deportation.
Great. This is Sapir from the Association for Civil Rights in Israel, one of the organizers of tonight, and a longtime activist on this issue. It's so great talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're on Levinsky Street, which is one of the main thoroughfares of South Tel Aviv, at an enormous demonstration. Thousands of people saying no to deportations of those seeking asylum from countries like Sudan and Eritrea, who are facing now deportations to Rwanda and Uganda. And these Israelis, thousands of Israelis and people seeking asylum here together in South Tel Aviv saying no to deportations and yes to the revival of these neighborhoods and other neighborhoods around Israel that are not being revived and that have lots and lots of people seeking asylum living in them. Super significant evening. I am here with our amazing new Israeli director of the New Israel Fund, Mickey Gitzen.
Hi.
Hi.
No, it's quite an amazing evening. You know, when we started working on this demonstration, we didn't know how it's going to end up. And hundreds of, I don't know, dozens of thousands of people are here with us. Asylum seekers, people from the neighborhood, people from around the country saying no to deportation. It's the most Israeli thing to do. It's the most Jewish thing to do. And we're very proud of our fellow Israelis that actually joined our really important effort stopping this unacceptable deportation of refugees and asylum seekers. And I really feel that we as NIF as our own small share at you know, getting these people being as part of our demonstration.
Absolutely, and just for all of you who are joining us from around the world, you can hear in the background a lot of these chants.
Yeah.
They're saying no to deportation, yes to the revival of neighborhoods. They're saying refugees and asylum seekers and residents refuse to be enemies. We're going to overcome this horrible policy together. What's the significance of that?
I think the most significant thing in what's going on here, and the most also courageous, you know, we were told for quite a long time that the residents of South Tel Aviv, the people who live in the neighborhoods, are opposing the refugees and asylum seekers. And, you know, you'll see it later on. You see people that actually live here, grew up here. Those are going to be the people who stand on stage and speak against deportation of asylum seekers, because they know that asylum seekers and refugees are first. When they're going to leave this neighborhood, next they're going to be the Mizrahi people who live and grew up in these neighborhoods, because the issue is not about asylum seekers and refugees. It's about, you know, getting people out of here and you know, gentrification basically.
I've been walking around here for like about half an hour. I'm feeling like super overwhelmed. Everywhere I look, there's a different NIF grantee. There's a different activist groups. So I'm looking around at the signs. I'm looking around at people's T-shirts. I'm seeing people wearing purple. That's Standing Together, Omdim B'Yachad, a grassroots movement that is all about getting people out into the streets. So the purple signs there, and people wearing purple T-shirts. Those are Omdim B'Yachad. We love this organization. They do not just refugee rights issues, but all kinds of issues: anti-poverty, pro-disability rights, feminism, Arab-Jewish coexistence. All of this is inside these purple shirts. That's one organization I can see so far.
I can see IRAC, the Israel Religious Action Center, that are here too. I can see ASAF, that's the amazing organization that's been working on the issue of refugees for so long. The Moked, the hotline that have been with, you know, in this issue for ages. They are here in South Tel Aviv working, and those are really the two major organizations that have been working on it. We're gonna see later on the stage the amazing Shula Keshet, who leads Achoti, the movement, Achoti movement, who, you know, those are women from South Tel Aviv who grew up here, who been working with women, you know, Ethiopian women, Palestinian women, Mizrahi women, Russian women, to strengthen and to bring real important feminist voice that comes from the Shetach, from the actual neighborhoods of Israel. And they're all, you know, our grantees and people that are really great partners of ours in creating this change. And I feel that, you know, even the fact that they work together symbolize something very big for us as an organization.